Well, hello everyone. This is Aaron Pallette. Welcome to the first ever video version of Shit Hits the Friday, SHT Friday, in which I'm going to unbox the Apocabox. I've never done any sort of video like this before, and I hope it's not horrible, so please forgive me if it is. I'm trying to figure it out. So, what is the Apocabox? Well, as you can see, it is quite literally a box that you get in the mail. It's quite like a Loot Crate. Some of you may know what that is, which is you pay 20 bucks or so, and every month you get a box of things that are random but are designed to appeal to nerds, geeks, and the like. Well, Apocabox is basically a prepper version of the Loot Crate. It only comes every 2 months, and it's more expensive than a Loot Crate. With shipping, this one cost me about $60, so that works out to about $30 per month, which really isn't bad, considering that when I open this, you'll see there are useful things in here as opposed to fun toys. And there's nothing against toys, I have plenty of them, but if you're going to be paying $60 for this, you want good quality stuff. And I'm going to do this unboxing, and you can tell me whether or not you think it's worth it. I'm not going to make any judgments on that front. I will say that I didn't feel like I was ripped off, but neither did I go, oh, wow, that's so cool, when I got it. Maybe that'll change with other boxes. I don't know. So, here is the Apocabox. So, we take away the sheets, and you've got a welcome note from Creek Stewart, who welcomes me to Apocabox. There's a contents list, which I'll get to in a moment. And then there's a skill challenge. And the skill challenge has to do with the most expensive item in here. And hopefully you can see that fairly well. This is a bow drill kit. And I've never done any bow drilling, but it sure looks nice. It's handmade. The gripping portion is painted. You've got a nice length of paracord here, and don't know if you can see that. There are burn marks here indicating, and it's been mentioned in here, that Mr. Stewart has actually started a fire with this, so we know that it will work. So you've got that. I'm going to get all technical here. Here's the bow. Here's the, oh god, the hearth, I believe that's called. And there's this thing. I told you I was about to get technical. Yes, a spindle, a hand split basswood hearth board, and a river rock bearing block. The river rock is in this little pouch here, and it's in, I don't know why it's in here with just stuff, but it's a nice smooth round rock, and so I don't know if you can see this. So it's got a cutout for the spindle. Let me take this apart. So most of you folks probably know how bow drills work, but you've got your hearth, and then you've got your spindle, and I don't want to move the camera, so you've got to have something that's going to hold the spindle in place while your bow goes back and forth. So you've got the bearing block that sits on top of it. Okay? And in the contents list, this one is listed as the keepsake bow drill kit, and it's listed as being worth $65. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I really don't know how much a handmade bow drill kit is worth. If it is worth $65, then you've already recouped the cost right then and there. If it's not, I don't know really what to tell you. So let's just go down what else is in here as I slowly make a mess. Oh, right, the skills challenge. The skills challenge is use a bow drill to start fire. So you were given that nice bow drill, and so the challenge is to actually use your tool and make fire with it. And you're not going to be able to see the link, it's too small, but there's an exclusive video here for Apocabox subscribers. You can go to the video link, and he's going to show you how to use the bow drill to make fire, which is pretty cool. Oh, hey, before I get into the other things, you see this packing material? I think it's straw. I'm not 100% certain. But hey, you can use that as tinder. So it's good that they didn't use useless things like styrofoam peanuts or those air cells. You've actually got a packing material that you can use for insulation or to set things on fire. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so this is a little piece of paper that tells you about this piece here, the prep shake. It's a survival shake. This one is chocolate. It's delicious meal supplement shake. So really what it is it's an instant breakfast smoothie thing. I'm completely blanking on the name. But, you know, you just tear open the package, you mix it in with water, or milk, and you shake it, and then you've got it's supposed to be a calorically dense, 335 calories, 25 grams of protein, 50.5 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of fat per serving. How many servings? Oh, approximately 1 serving. Okay, so that's just a nice little thing that you can stick into a bug-out bag, an everyday carry, that sort of thing. So you always have something lightweight but filling to drink. Still talking about food here. You've got some beef jerky that appears to be vacuum sealed. Got nice quality plastic sealant, and there's an oxygen absorber right here. So I don't know how long this will last, but it should last for a fair amount of time. Yeah, the instruction sheet only says it's got a long shelf life, but there are no numbers, so take that for what you will. Alright, you've got a little Altoids tin here, and inside are... Let's hope I don't cut myself, because they're supposed to be razor sharp. But you have a gig for fishing or frogging, and you've got a couple of arrow points. One large, 2 small. Spear points, I suppose. Well, alright. It could probably do some damage here. It's definitely not sharp here. It's not a broadhead by any means. Although a diamond file could probably fix that, or at least help. Snow Seal Beeswax, all-season leather protection. So it's 7 ounces or 200 grams of goop, I guess, that is used to waterproof your leather goods. According to the sheet here, it's natural, so it doesn't break down the leather like a lot of other oils and animal fats. And Creek has also even used it on chapped skin, canvas shoes, and backpacks. It's an all-around weather protector. And it's supposed to last you for years to come. I have no opinion on that. I don't know how much it would take. It says apply as much snow seal as the leather will absorb. So without any experience, I can't speculate on that, but there you go. Here's a book. Build the perfect bug-out vehicle. Okay, that's nice. Well, I don't know. I suppose I shouldn't be quite so negative on it. Um, my big thing was he's also got a book called Build the Perfect Bug Out Bag, which I think for the very first Apocabox would have been a little more suitable. But maybe he assumed people already had it. I don't know. But it's quite nice. I don't know if my crappy camera's going to get all this. It has quite a lot of pictures in it. They're all black and white. But it's nicely illustrated so you don't have the dreaded wall o text. And the front page comes autographed and personalized. This next one is a favorite of mine. It is a Mora knife. Moras are one of the best kept secrets in the knife world because they are very cheap. I should say they're very inexpensive, but they're fantastic performance, so you get an exceptional value for it. This is made of carbon steel. If you ever watch Dual Survival, this is the kind of knife that Cody Lundeen likes to use on the show. He carries it in the sheath, and he's got a length of cord around the handle here, and he wears it around his neck. Now, there's only one drawback to this particular model of knife, and it's why I don't own any of these knives. There's no hilt there. So you have to be very careful when using it. This is a tool. This is not a weapon, because if you're stabbing something, or if you're just generally not paying attention, it's going to be very easy for your fingers to slip, and then you've cut yourself. And I know from experience how sharp Moras are. They come very, very sharp from the factory. Let me see if I can... Okay, we getting this? Yeah, see, I consider that sufficiently sharp. Next, permanent match keychain. I have mixed feelings about this. I haven't used this particular model before. This is the cylindrical kind. The one I've used was more of the rectangular kind, and it worked for about a week for me. And then, well, you've got this little match thing here, right? On mine, those threads broke off and fell inside, making it rather useless. But this one seems to be put together a little bit better. I'm going to have to test it quite a bit to see how well it works. But the general idea, for those who don't know, is you put in something like lighter fluid, you fill up the reservoir, the wicks get soaked with the fluid, you take the striker, you run it along the striker material, and it'll ignite, and hopefully you start your fire before all of the lighter fluid burns off and you start burning your wick. Because once the wicks burn down, it's pretty much useless. I mean, you've still got a striker, but it'll just produce sparks. It won't actually continue to burn like a match. But, this one's valued at $5, so you get what you pay for. A bag of something called hagwood gold, which is not anything I've heard of, but it is supposed to be hand-shaved from the finest resin-rich wood available, and it's supposed to be harvested in the swamps of South Florida and burns longer and hotter than any other fat wood that Creek has used. And each chunk is hand-selected for its resin content. So, you put that together with your permanent match or your bow drill, and you should have a very reliable way to start fires. Again, this is just an unboxing. I'm not reviewing any of the products. I haven't tested them. I'm just letting you know what's inside it. That one's valued at $3. This thing. What's the? It's a survival marker panel. It's basically a chunk of vinyl. It's 36 inches by 20 inches, and its main point is to be high contrast and a color not found in nature, and you fly it to indicate, hey, I'm in trouble and I need rescue. It's made from lightweight water repellent nylon, so I suppose in a pinch you could use it for an improvised shelter, poncho, tarp, things like that. Ground cloth, you could prep your food on it, things like that. It's only about $7. Oh, and there's the Apocabox vinyl sticker, which is labeled as priceless. I may sound like I'm really snarky. I don't intend to. I do think some of the humor is kind of cute. You know how some people have bitchy resting face? I kind of have bitchy resting voice. So that's the contents of the first Apocabox, and as has been mentioned in the letter, they aren't ever going to repeat this. So this is supposed to be unique, and future Apocaboxes will have different things. And the letter had a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek neener to it, to encourage people to continue to subscribe to more boxes, or to get people undecided to come in. It's that whole, you've got to get it now or you'll never get it again. Yeah, here we go. I'm reading verbatim from the letter. There will never be another August 2014 Apocabox, so rub it in to everyone who didn't get one. And the October and December boxes are already coming. So, like I said, with shipping, it cost me about $60. The bow drill was $65, the Mora Classic $18, the Hagwood Gold $3, the Jerky $6, the Beeswax $7, the book How to Build a Perfect Bug-Out Vehicle is listed as $17, the Prep Shake for $4, $7 Survival Marker Panel, $5 for the Permanent Match, and the Stainless Steel Laser Cut Gig Kit is $12. Oh, actually $14 if we're going to count the Metal Mini container. So, if you just add up all the numbers, it's a really great value for what you pay. But I haven't tested anything. So, the entire point of this unboxing video is so that you can decide whether or not you want to get in on this. If you feel that the contents of this kit are worth $60 every 2 months, great, go ahead and subscribe. The website for it is www.myapocabox.com. Or you can go to Creek Stewart's personal webpage, willowhavenoutdoor.com, and it's got a lot of photographs, I guess, of what's coming in the next Apocabox. And you can get a bit more detail. So, in general, what do I think? Well, I don't feel ripped off. I'm not especially giddy like a child opening presents on Christmas Day, but I think I got what I paid for. I don't have a problem with any of this. I'm looking forward to testing them, especially the bow drill kit set. I'm talking slowly so I don't mumble. And I am really looking forward to what's going to happen in October and December. So, there you go. You make the decision as to whether or not you want to get one when the October one comes, and there's a good enough response to this video, I may do another unboxing video. So, oh yeah, I suck at endings. So anyway, here's what you get, and I invite everyone to leave a comment either at Blue Collar Prepping or at my sister blog, Lurking Rhythmically, in case you don't have a Google Plus account and you don't feel like getting one just to comment on BCP. Go on over to Lurking Rhythmically and you'll have a different form of comment registration, and maybe that'll suit you better. So, in conclusion, thank you for listening to me ramble for however long this was. I hope the video was interesting. I know the camera work wasn't great, but it's just a little webcam, and I don't have a lot of experience with it. So thank you for listening. I hope it gave you lots of good information so that you can make an informed decision. Please tell me what you think. Bye.